it's not gonna tend to tilt if it gets on this
Might
side
be
of
able
it.
to, I just wild it out, so it's gonna be less likely to tilt down.
Okay, well, it can come over about 6 inches up here if you need a little bit more width or parallelism.
Well, as we go, it should kind of.
Oh, okay,
pull
you're
down.
gonna be swinging it, okay, I didn't know that, okay.
Big worry to me is catching on the concrete.
Yeah.
It's jacked up or we have it.
Well, if we get it over, we can get it up on that, we can jack it up and
It's
move it.
sinking right down.
Let's see if we can get it up there closer to him. I think we can use a pry bar or something to get it up on there.
Okay.
All right, Clark.
Alright, I'm gonna do it a couple inches at a time.
Y'all stay out of the way of the strap and the cables in case it breaks.
Yeah.
I like how Clark has a lathe between him and the strap there.
Yeah.
Explode.
Yeah, somebody watch the beam over there to make sure it's right.
Yeah, if you hear any cracking, let me know.
Alright,
We may have to rehook to that other beam, cause that one, the top will,
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
Is that cracking?
no, that's the strap slapping.
Okay.
Hold it, hang on, you gotta get a, you gotta get a pry bar in there. Get a pry bar down there.
How did that do, Brian? How did the post do?
It's, I think the pole's alright, it was just a strap.
Hit it, Clark! Look, wrong way.
There you go. Went right on it. Like a head eyes. The butt come off here. If we would push it.
All right, come on.
We ready to keep going?
Yeah. Another couple inches. What's this rubber hose up to here, dragging? Oh, that's the cable. That's the cable from the bottom here, okay.
Is that the electrical cable?
The cable that goes in the machine, it's okay, it's clear,
It's not pinched in it,
we're okay.
right?
You're good.
Cord pulls off and then you rotate too.
Hold it now, hold it. You get closer coming
There
on.
you go. You can take that over
Another 4 inches, you'll be on.
So should we,
Well, now you're straight, now you need to change your pull point so that it's in the middle, so it'll pull straight forward.
Go to the other post.
Okay.
Your angle's wrong here.
Well now, one of the things I was thinking, if we hook that cable to the back corner, that right corner, that's gonna pull it and kind of pull it around as it goes, right?
Get the nose up on the concrete, you think?
Yeah.
And then do it. You got one of these.
it hit the corner, it fell down.
We gotta get jacked up.
Yeah.
Really.
Are we ready?
Okay.
Let's lift it up again, we gotta do it with the jam down, maybe. Turn that sucker right over.
Alright, that's right, good. Slack out there. Alright, try her again now, see if that'll. Yeah, that's gonna take it back the other way, I think. Maybe not either. Let's give her a push.
Alright.
Alright.
We'll let that cool down a little bit.
You can check. Hold that. No, I think we're alright, never mind, we're going off the one beam and we're going on to the other, so keep going.
Yeah, you got the front one on this.
Hold it, hold it.
It's probably, yeah, it's called.
Caught something.
On the concrete.
John, pick up your.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hit her. Whoa! You got that on the concrete.
Alright.
Alright, now we need to change our angle angle or dangle.
Okay.
Start spinning. I believe we're spinning it the wrong way.
Right.
Ease off that. Let's ease off of it first, and we'll see the control side like this, and that side facing the wall.
Okay, so this side will be perfect, parallel with this edge.
We wanna
It's
do
gonna
it.
turn. Oh,
A little over 100.
Your hand wheel's gonna be right here.
Okay, so you gotta do almost.
Yeah.
IU. Say IU. That's all parts, man.
Was the jack go low enough to get under there? Because we had the dirt working for us. We just done that. We can't get it.
You got a heavy duty fire door?
That's the only one I got. Laying on the
Right here. It's got a little grandmother or two.
This side, that's, this, I don't think that the flag side is on this piece of pipe.
Yeah, and we'll meet at some point. Maybe. Alright, sounds good. Here you go, John.
Take your head out.
Alright, so I'm sorry. Yeah,
We get some roast beef.
no,
Say we get some roast beef, a lot of people. Might be able to roll it, sucker, and roll it.
it's just the opposite.
So you got this pipe.
Alright, let's move it forward closer.
Take your pipe and slide it in under here. 3/4 that way. Take this pipe here and shove it underneath that. Up here. Like that. And then it'll roll right onto the smaller pipe.
Room right here.
It's getting easier as it gets on the pipe.
That's good.
You got a second one? You got another one to put under it?
Well, it's between the two. If we can, it's going parallel with the wall, have to open.
So we need it, yeah, we definitely have to put a roller under it.
Careful.
If you want, I'll just jag it up. Let's go ahead and put a full roller under it.
All right. We can come on with it. Okay, and now.
Now, we're trying to go this way.
In. Here, if you put that.
On the outside, maybe.
Yeah, roll that one up. This one's warm. All right, now we ought to be able to tilt it back, maybe. There we go. All right, put it under very close.
We need to do the same thing on this end, get this, it's digging in the concrete.
Okay.
Jack.
What's the tip?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep.
Wait a minute, hold up. Give me another pipe.
We got it holding that up, hold on. This one loose maybe? No. We got another one.
We're in a race.
Yeah, I got one laying against the wall there, Brian. Look around.
I see it. Whoa, it went out the door.
You gonna put sheetrock on that?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Hey!
Guys, I want you to meet my buddy Rusty Steed. He's out of Texas. And look what he brought. We're going to have ice cream.
We certainly are.
He's powering this with an old McCormick Deering hit and miss engine. We got a lot to eat. We were supposed to do this tomorrow, but the weather's not going to be in our favor, so we may have to do this.
Might do this tonight.
Yep. When's the ice cream going to be ready, Rusty?
45 minutes. After
All right. So we're going to have 2.5 gallons.
2.5 gallons of vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we need to put a hood ornament on this. We could make a Rucker straight edge. That'd look pretty good.
You look real good up there.
Yeah. I got my buddy Keith here, and Keith has proven to me he's one of the hardest working people around. We had an event last week that I usually try to put together. It's always a small one. Maybe one day I can actually open this up to the public and we can do something similar to the Bar Z. That would be nice. But in the meantime, we've been trying to keep this where we can handle it. It started out like any event. Keith was wanting to put some wiring in for me, or help me with the wiring, and I was raced for time right after the slab. We were trying to get some stuff done, and I didn't have time to get the walls up. We can't put the wiring in without the walls. So Keith shows up, and everybody else does as well. Keith's working on that, and before you know it, everybody's working on this. The first day of the event.
I'm really good at
coordinating an event like that.
guilting people into
Well, it worked.
I like
It was-
so just put people to work. Hey, you're standing around, you're not doing nothing. Let's go to work.
It was like an Amish barn raising around here.
It really
And-
kind of was. We had lots of good help and lots of people willing to help.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you more of a detail on that. But since I got Keith here, I wanted to go ahead and shoot this. He's been here.
Worked 4 days out here, 2 days during the event, and then I stayed over the weekend as well.
Yeah.
I took Thursday and Friday off last week and was out here, and so yeah, and I'm ready to go back to work so I can get some rest. But we worked out here 4 full days, and this is Monday morning, and I actually have to head up to Arkansas for a meeting for work, so I'm about to hit the road and get up to my next stop. It really kind of worked out good for me on this trip because I had to be in Arkansas on Monday. In fact, that's what I originally did. I called Clark up. I was going to be here on Thursday and Friday for his event. And I said, well, I got to be in Arkansas on Monday morning. Why don't I just stay over and help you with the electrical work? And of course, he didn't have the walls up yet, so we got that.
I tried. I tried.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah,
we had a bunch of folks here helping, and we got it all framed out pretty much on Thursday and Friday, and then got the electrical work knocked out as well. So
as I've said last week, Josie, or the week before last, Josie got injured. Yeah. So that has put a big
It's slowed
hamper.
you down a lot.
Yeah, it has. And
Your main worker's not working. 'Cause she works harder than you do. I hate to tell you.
I think you're right. She does. She runs circles around me on getting stuff done. But so all this was a blessing in disguise. Everything really worked out great, and can't thank you enough, Keith.
No, it's been my pleasure. I enjoy doing this kind of work. I don't get to do it very often, and like I said, I'm ready to go back to work so I can get some rest.
You need a break. You need a break. Yesterday I was
We
trying
worked our tails off out here.
and we have a surprise coming for you guys, but I'm not going to announce it. I'll let Keith announce it when that comes, but we poured something I think you'll be interested in seeing. And there's no reason for me to say this, but if there is anybody that's subscribed and following Keith on vintagemachinery.org, check it out. If by chance you don't know who he is, which I'm pretty sure 99% of you do, check out vintagemachinery.org. And Keith's always working on some really interesting projects, mostly machinery. He's usually not doing carpentry work, so I'm going to include some of the carpentry work in this bit.
Yeah.
I'll pan you around, and if I don't get washed out here, I got walls all the way around now. One of the things we didn't get a chance to, we ran out of time right before Keith had to leave, but we're going to put a bathroom right here, and then I'm going to build a room around the induction furnace, which is way back there in the back. We went ahead and left an access opening right there, just if in the event I have to get Keith up here to help me figure out what's wrong with it when we get ready to use it.
We left a way we can get it in and out if we need to get it out later. And you still got to come in here and do some framing up top.
Yeah.
But we got at least where we could do the electrical work. So.
Yeah. Keith has convinced me to go a different route with my ceiling, which is going to save us a lot of money. And I like that idea better. It'll give us more headroom as long as we don't lose any of our insulating properties here. That was my main concern.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we will talk to you later.
I'm going to hit the road.
And I hope he has a safe trip. Out here at Keith's truck. An 18-inch straight edge would look good right there. What do you think, Keith? You got the perfect spot right here for it.
Yeah, straight edge.
Yeah, it put Rucker facing the front.
Yeah.
We can fix you up.
I like it.
Keith is gone now, so I'm out here in the building by myself, recollecting on everything that's been going on the last 4 or 5 days. It's been a very busy event for us this year. And we were supposed to do like we usually do, just ram molds, pour them, and all that. I had some lumber laying around. Keith got to work on that while I was doing that. And before I knew it, all the other guys were pitching in and helping too. And you have no idea how much I appreciate that. I want to give a special thanks not only to Keith, but we also had Mike Wiggins, Gary Cood, Roger Olson, John Terry, Steve McKinley, Brian Morris, and Rusty Steed were also out here, and everybody just really pitched in. Also, I want to add that a very good friend of ours, which lives here and in New Orleans, Doyle Jurgensen, he came out and did some wiring with Keith Saturday, I believe. Everybody just pitched in. It was amazing. We also had women. We had Tammy Morrison and Marcy McKinley. They helped Josie quite a bit, driving her around. They were able to be there for her while I was out here with these guys. And then we had Kay Carroll. She had come out with Roger. I'm very blessed to have so many people that are so willing to help. And Keith had said something about I need to just go ahead and announce that I need to announce in the future a work day and see if I could get about, 5 to 10 people out here as we try to designate, trying to knock out and hurry up and get this place buttoned up. I'm going to think about that. and I'll let you know when I think I'm going to be to that stopping point again where we could do that. That's the thing. There's never a good time to stop and do anything, but I had to in this situation, and it worked out. And now I've got two things I need to do. I got a wire loose in the air compressor I got to fix, but before I even study that, I have to enclose the wall back here behind the induction furnace. If in the event we get any more rain, I do not want that getting wet. We've had it covered up in a blanket for the last 2 years, and I don't want it getting ruined now. I may have to leave tomorrow, which is Tuesday, to take Josie to Iowa. As I have said, she's had what we thought was a bad sprain turn into a fractured ankle in several places, I think. We have exceptional care in Iowa City at the Iowa VA, but I may be leaving out early in the morning to get her up there. As soon as I get the compressor running, I've got a whole bunch of castings that accumulated from 2 weeks ago when I had to stop for everything else that had to be done. I need to clean them up, grind them. I've got a good ceramic belt on the belt grinder now that Mike Wiggins gave me, and that thing will eat some metal. And it'll be cool to the touch. You know, it doesn't overheat. So I'm really liking that. Hopefully that'll greatly accelerate the productivity in grinding cleanup. So I'm excited to put that to work. We're also, and I'm not doing this right now, but it will be coming soon, all that crap out there outside, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that, along with drag that great big welding table, grinding table, whatever you want to call it, out of there, because all that does is accumulate junk. If I'm not using, I'm never using that entire table for anything, and it's easy to just stack stuff up on. I want to have smaller modular grinding areas set up out there under the awning and have walk paths around everything. Plus, we've got that great big furnace. I got to get it moved over. Keith brought me a whole bunch of stuff. So now that everything's calmed down and relaxed a little bit, I'm going to take a few minutes and show you some of the stuff Keith brought up here. First of all, I want to show you guys this cool pattern. I have no idea what it is. Keith had it. He decided to send it up here. No, we're not going to pour this. Not that I'm aware of. But it's a two-sided pattern on a match plate. And then over here, on the other side of Josie's wheelchair, we have the core boxes for it. And very nice setup. Now, as I said, I don't plan on doing this, but I want to see these hanging up on our walls. We have several patterns that I'm going to decorate this whole place with, and these are going to be some of them. Now, as we look over here, Keith was gracious enough to give me his furnace. He just doesn't have time for it. And I know exactly what he's talking about. As much as I wanted to be able to continue machining and pour stuff, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's a full-time job for me to just keep the metal going. So if you look on the inside of this thing, it's very big. Very big indeed. But these crucibles that you see down inside here were donated by Nick Pellegrini, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He had contacted me, a couple of years ago, wanting to know if I was going to be able to make it up there to an event at Arnfest, and if I was, he was going to bring these to me, and it never worked out where we could get away. I do still want to go there at some point soon, but to give you an idea of the size of these crucibles, I'm thinking this is about a 600 or more pound capacity for brass or bronze crucible. I mean, these things are really nice. Brand new. Well, I say they're brand new. The date of manufacture was 1995, but they've never been used. So, Nick, if you're watching, I want to thank you so much for that. And this is a nice furnace that Keith has presented. And if you want to see the video of him making this, he's got an extensive several-part series just on this furnace. He built it for pouring cast iron, but I would really like to preserve this as long as I can, so we're going to keep this dedicated to bronzes and brass. Keith also brought me some metal flask. He brought this furnace up a couple of years ago. The metal flask, the main reason I haven't been using metal flask, and I think I've told you guys, I do have them. I've got several to choose from, but they are heavy. And once we get the molding machine done, I'll have to use these. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to pick up the lightest molds possible. I'm going to let you go here. I got to get to work and try to get some of this stuff covered up before I head out to Iowa. Have a good day. Have a good week. And hopefully I'll have videos back on track. I missed last Saturday. Keith did too. He said he was supposed to have a video out this morning, and he didn't get a chance to finish that one. This little job kind of messed us all up there. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. For those who have been asking about the Windy Hill Foundry hats, these are now available on my website, windyhillfoundry.com, under stores, or you can click on the above link. These are on the pricey side, but keep in mind the shipping is included. Have a good day.